especially since I've not been sitting at the table, macam ada gambar-gambar, emotions, backyards and stuff, letak lah so that I can show like, you know, macam, okay, this is what happened.
Promote your
you can
next
promote
time
your
as well.
But yeah, if you guys know anyone, others who are interested in things like this, I can cater up to 6 people. So I'll be bringing in a few more chairs next week. So like over next week or 2 weeks from now, past Raya, like I will bring in more stuff and equipment, and I can cater up to 6 people. Maybe more eventually, depending like what we do in the kitchen and stuff.
So your max is 6 lah?
For now, 6. Because I'm basing it off this thing.
Can you tell us more about the sambal again?
Okay, the sambal is a fucking labor of love. All the seeds, right? Biasa when you make sambal belacan, like people either leave the seeds in or they throw it away. I smash all the seeds until they're hancur. And it's the seeds that what causes the spiciness. So I smash all the single seeds. That's why it's so spicy. And plus it's chili api. And not only that, the skin of the chili, biasa when you makan any sambal that kena blend or anything, the skin is always there. It gets caught in your teeth. I smash the skin until it actually breaks. The only other way, aside from doing it with your hand, is with a really fucking high power blender, which I do have, but I do not have the little blender. I do not have a sacrificial blender for sambals.
Would you use the blender though?
I would when I have another container for sacrificial.
Just only for sambal.
Exclusively for sambal.
Right.
Because every Malay household has like a blender kan. Tapi it's
That's true.
RM200-300 ni.
Right.
Tapi like inside it's all stained with kunyit.
Yeah, that's true.
And anything you make afterwards will smell like kunyit. It's one of those things, so you have to have a dedicated one for that. So until I get that, I can't blend my sambals. But there has been a few things that I've been able to blend, like really smooth sauces. But for sambal belacan, memang kena tumbuk. There's also an element to it with the pestle and water.
Yeah.
But if you want to go one step further and really like bring your sambal to the next level, kan, you do it the old Nyonya style in Melaka. Dia ambil giling, you tahu giling? Dia tak sedap guna. Why? Whereas like if you take your grandma punya kan, your atuk ayah punya grandma punya kan, makcik punya tumbuk tu, it's all worn down smooth, number one. And dia memang ada rasa, kenapa? Because the stone also absorbs the flavours. And it's these little things that make a difference that we don't really pay attention to. That's why professional restaurants, they cannot do this because don't forget, kalau nak buat kan, itu berapa ratus orang, 100, 200, macam you punya kedai nasi campur, they cannot sit down and tumbuk setiap hari. Cukup masa. Look, one pack of chilies takes me an hour. For half an hour kalau aku rajin. Can you imagine a restaurant doing that? No way. So macam sebagai as a home cook, right? Macam like you go back to your nenek punya rumah, you masak. Why is it so good? Because it's the labor of love. You can never get it in a restaurant, especially for Malay cooking. Even you know, honestly, even for a lot of the traditional Asian style cooking, say for certain styles and recipes and dishes, most of the dishes, home cooked is better. You know why? Because everyone has their own hand to it. Everyone letak lebih macam good premium soya sauce. Dia letak lebih, they're not stingy. You know, like when they masak rempah, dia betul-betul dia tumis, dia tumbuk everything nicely. Kalau dia keluar, no way, they don't have the time, and it's not cost efficient. They have to run a business. That's why home cooking is so important. And as the younger generation, less people are taking this up. You know, like, yeah, it is a dying art. How many people boleh buat kuih lapis?
I don't even know how people make kuih lapis.
Exactly. I know how people make kuih lapis because I fucking googled it. No one taught me. It's a dying art. Now if I decide to start a Nyonya kuih business, I can earn in the thousands a month. But you know why no one does it?
So
it's very tedious. Kuih lapis, dia buat tu better, senang. Tapi one layer, tuang, steam 4 minit. Keluar, one more layer, steam 4 minit. Keluar, steam. Then one layer dia masak.
I think that's Indonesia. It's the reason why they went from like lower middle income to extremely rich in Indonesia.
The kuih lapis.
The kuih lapis.
Yes.
If you go to Indonesia.
Yeah.
Crazy. And I was there after they had their first shop. It was their house, they did it in their house. Basically, they would cook from malam sampai pagi. Because there's so many times to layer.
Yeah, itulah.
Then they get like custom made ovens and the stars, and they could make a lot at the same time.
Yeah. But can you imagine? That's only for satu kuih. Dulu berapa puluh kuih dia buat untuk festive season. Dia datang dia nampak 5, 10, 20 berapa different jenis tau, bukan sama saja tau. Different kinds, different colours, different ingredients, all of that. Dulu different. Sekarang mana ada? I don't know, and like, although I know I talk about this a lot, and macam it seems like, kind of semi-evangelist kind of thing, but I think it's important that, over time, people should start picking up the arts that their parents and their grandparents have, been carrying on for generations, because wouldn't it be sad if we are the last generation to experience this but cannot pass it on? Tak kisahlah children lah, world's ending and all of that. Tapi it's a part of your identity, whether you like it or not. It is a part of your identity, and considering the effects of colonialism, and everyone's always like West is better, local,
Right.
like local made stuff, Asian stuff, not so good. Everything Western, cakap chicken chop, orang say, whoa, you Western chef, chicken chop. Chicken chop is an Asian thing, It's not a Western dish, It's made in Asia, it's created in Asia.
Really?
Yeah.
China?
No. But just within Southeast Asia.
Wow, okay.
Just for your information. There was a continental dish brought in by the colonialists, but the thing is, it was based off steaks. But our chicken chop, you go anywhere in the Western world, you find a chicken chop, dikata apa lancau. It's a very Asian thing.
I didn't know that, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fun fact. And what do you think the most chicken chops are served where?
What did you show?
Abang bakar Melayu. Chicken chop power, chicken chop black pepper. Chicken chop berempah, chicken chop goreng, chicken chop dengan cheese, mushroom sauce.
Black pepper.
The classic black pepper. But it's a in a way it's a bit of a byproduct from colonialism, but not exactly. It's
more like a fusion thing.
No, it is a fusion.
Right.
In many regards, it is a fusion. But it's due to the history of this Western forces coming in, and they want something to resemble home. So yeah, they do something. But the locals try to do it. Tapi can you imagine, macam bangga, you suruh dia masak masakan Melayu, rasa dia lain kan? Imagine we were doing that. So eventually it evolved into its own dish.
Right.
It's like how there's a group of Chinese that went to India, South India, and they just developed over time a form of cooking called Manchurian cooking, which is basically the Indian version of Chinese food. But it's not Chinese food, it's Indian Chinese. It's like the Peranakan culture in general, Peranakan cooking is actually, in my personal opinion, one of the ultimate forms of fusion. Because it took many, many generations. Imagine people in China and the local Nusantara, the orang, they datang, and over the years they fused their cooking together. Over generations. It's not just okay, first cook a Chinese dish alongside a Malay dish, first got a Chinese husband and a Malay wife. Lepas tu, dia campur. Now we have a Peranakan cuisine, an entire culture in cuisine based off literally the fusion of two cultures. So when they say Japanese Mexican kind of bullshit, fuck off. Yeah, sure, it works, whatever, your all theory concepts and everything. Fusion is confusion. If you want to look at fusion properly, you really have to fucking do your research and understand the core tenets of